Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander.
And welcome to another episode of our card spotlight series in which I highlight a card that I think should see more play in Commander. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Hate Mirage. For 3 colorless and 1 red, it's a sorcery that says choose up to 2 target creatures you don't control. For each of those creatures, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. This is a really interesting card in red because red doesn't really get that many effects that can make token copies of opposing creatures. And this is actually an excellent rate as well to do so at only 4 mana. So the reason this card is very strong these days is that the current Commander meta is very heavily centered around creatures entering the battlefield. Creatures that provide immediate value are the name of the game, or creatures that provide value upon attacking. And this card works very well with both of those types of creatures. You are reliant on your opponents having something, so that can occasionally be a little bit awkward, but if your opponents don't have anything in play, then you're probably doing quite well anyway, and you don't necessarily need this card. That being said, copying even a mid-range value creature such as Muldrifter with this is absolutely nuts, and it can be really strong if you copy something with a powerful static effect such as Elish Norn, for example. The other crucial and interesting part about this card is that in the right situation it can act as enchantment removal. There are a lot of creatures in other colors that ETB and destroy enchantments. Red doesn't have anything like that, so in a red deck, the fact that you're stealing stuff from your opponents can often provide you the possibility to deal with those kind of cards, which is a nice option to have. It also synergizes very well with a lot of red strategies. There's a lot of red cards that want to be sacrificing creatures for value. You're getting 2 token copies here that can be sacrificed as long as you do it before the end step when they get exiled, so that's a great way to get extra value off of the things you're stealing. Since they're tokens, they also work really well with cards like Determined Iteration, which is a card that I think is increasing in popularity lately and is a very powerful effect. Being able to get an extra copy of whatever you copied with Determined Iteration before they attack is incredibly powerful. There's just a lot of different ways to use this effect, and it's particularly good in Spellslinger decks that maybe don't have a great way to finish the game. They can steal some big creatures from your opponents, swing in for that one big turn, and maybe get some damage through. I think this card, despite seeming like it's just a one-off typical steal effect from red, is a lot deeper than that because of all the synergies that you can have with the tokens, and because of the fact that there are so many ETB creatures running around these days in Commander. This just makes it a lot better than I think it looks on first glance. If you've ever played with this card, you know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, definitely give it a try. You can throw this in all sorts of different decks as I just mentioned, and it can also be incredibly powerful in decks that want to be making token copies of creatures such as Rionya or Bruticlad. So yeah, give this card a try and let me know what you think. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care. Woo!